You're locked in.
Look at what we have here, folks.
To the only show that matters.
The cream of the crop.
Duke loves wrestling.
And there is no one that does it better than
Your host,
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
the Duke.
And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Whether you like it or you don't like it, learn to love it because it's the best thing going. Woo!
Wow.
Huh?
You stop besmirching the great man's legacy by
I haven't done a Ric Flair
cribbing him.
impersonation in a long time.
You've
so
never done a Ric Flair impersonation because you never sound like him.
What are you talking about?
Just telling you the truth.
Ric Flair likes my impersonation.
Ric Flair doesn't know you exist and never will.
I've met Ric Flair, so you could never
you
say
haven't.
that in your
No,
life,
you
Boston.
haven't.
You're going to take
You
that back.
have not.
You're going to take that back because I've met Ric Flair, okay? And you know what he said? He called me sir. He called me sir, which was very uncomfortable.
Yeah, because he was like, "Sir, can you please get out of here? You're making me uncomfortable. Sir, could you move it along, please?"
It was pretty awesome. He came to the Bayside Expo Center during the car show. Randomly was there, and
I don't think he was randomly there. He was probably there as doing an appearance.
No, I was randomly there.
Oh, you were
'Cause
randomly
I could
there.
care less about cars, but I showed up, and I got to meet him. It was pretty cool.
Can't believe you drive an Edsel. It's just I can't believe you would drive such a ridiculous. Actually, I would believe it because you're an old man.
All right, you're gonna start with your nonsense. Welcome back to Duke Loves Wrestling.
Oh, I thought the show was over.
No, we've only just begun.
Oh, you can't sing. You're gonna get us. You're gonna get us sued.
I am the Duke, and I'm joined here by my grumpy co-host, the Boston bad boy, Iron Mike Pelosi.
The only co-host that matters.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm actually the host of this show. I just let you call me the co-host
Here we
because
go
I don't
again
want to
with your
argue.
nonsense. Listen, what is this that I just heard from one of our illustrious listeners? Somebody who knows you.
Mm-hmm.
You've never had a cashew ever in your life.
No, I've not had a cashew, nor have I had a cashew.
Cashew, that's right. She said it was a cashew.
Yeah, I know. I've never had as far as I know, I've never had a cashew.
What is this all about? Why have you not had a cashew in your life?
I just am not into nuts. As much as the fact that I spend time with you, I don't like nuts necessarily.
Don't start your nonsense.
I'm a legume fan. I like the peanut.
Sure.
Like a roasted peanut.
Which is neither a pea nor a nut.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but cashews, almonds I've had, not a big fan of.
I like almonds.
Pistachios, no thank you.
Love pistachios.
Yeah, I just can't get into it.
You know,
There's
wonderful
just a dryness
pistachios,
to
they
them.
follow me on Twitter.
You know what I do like?
What?
I like when you make brownies and you put the walnuts in there. I like brownies with
What the
walnuts
hell?
in them.
Jesus.
Yeah, brownies
What
with
are you talking
walnut.
about?
It's a nice flavor combination,
That's
but
ridiculous.
only I have walnuts occasionally because they're really good for you.
Oh.
But it's hard to get through them, like just raw walnuts.
That's why you bake them.
Yeah, you can like roast them.
And then you put a little honey on them.
You and this honey. I don't like honey
Honey's
either.
very good for
I don't like honey.
Honey's very good.
I don't
for
like
you.
it.
I like honey. I do. You know what?
I
do
don't.
the
No,
honey
sir, I
toast.
don't like it.
Honey toast. And you got to bake it in the toast. You don't just spread it
How
on
much
top.
time do you have in your day? How much time do you have?
Listen, Saturday.
Honey, bacon, honey toast, and this and that.
Listen,
Don't you have? You need to have a life. Be a productive member of society.
you've never had mac and cheese either. I heard about that.
Oh, here we go.
What the hell is wrong with you? Are you some kind of weirdo?
I am for sitting here with you.
Oh,
And the fact that mac and cheese is like some sort of a culinary delight
It
that
is.
that you haven't lived until you've had day-glow orange mac and cheese. I don't want to hear about it.
the Boston bad boy
baloney.
has never had mac and cheese or cashews, however you want to say it.
Yeah. And you know what? And I'm in better shape in this life than you are.
I don't
by
think
a
you
long
are.
shot.
I don't think you are. We're going to do a poll here. Is the Boston bad boy a weirdo for never having mac and cheese and cashews? Okay, we're going to do a poll about
I'm going to
this.
do a poll. I'm going to get a poll. I'm going to beat you over the head with it. How do you like that poll?
I'll tell you a funny story. All right, folks, bear with me here.
Yeah. All right.
So I'm talking to elected official, right? And me and him, we're pretty good friends, what have you. So he's telling me this story about this local
Wait, you have
reporter.
friends?
Well, you just met one. This local reporter who wrote a pretty nasty article about him and his family, right?
All right.
So the elected official, the guy comes into his office and he's just talking to him. And he goes, I know what you said about me and my family, and if you don't get out of here, I'm going to wrap a pole around your head.
All right.
And chase the guy out.
Wow.
It was like a Joe Pesci moment.
The question is, did he say this is off the record first?
What's that?
Did he tell the reporter it's off the record before I tell you I'm going to wrap a
I'm
pole around
pretty
your
sure
head?
the reporter knew that if he put that on the record, that pole would be around his head.
No kidding.
But this is an elected official. These are the things that happen in life, I'm telling you.
Well, I believe it.
Yeah.
I mean, elected officials are people too.
They are people, too. Remember the guy who told the guy he was going to throw him off the banister or something like that? He was a congressman.
Oh, yeah.
That weirdo.
Yeah,
he threatened to throw the reporter off the banister. Yeah. So
I mean, I want to throw you off the roof of a building, but I'm not an elected official.
Get the hell out of here.
I mean, maybe I should be.
This week's edition of the Duke Loves Rasslin podcast, we're going to cover all of the top stories in an extended version of Run the Ropes.
Oh, no. Why?
What?
I'm tired already. You heard me yawning.
Whatever.
Can you
Before we get to any of that stuff, listen. The Boston Red Sox are on the verge, Boston bad boys.
God, the only thing more boring than wrestling is baseball.
They're on the verge of making it back to the World Series. And I'm very upset about this.
Yeah, because you only like teams that have zero chance of winning, like the Dallas Cowboys.
Don't be rude. We're talking about baseball first of all. So
no, but I know. But you're just talking in general. Your team pick of the Dallas Cowboys is so bad it transcends into other sports.
Why are we doing this right now? I'm talking about the Red Sox, and you're talking about the Cowboys.
Okay,
we're not even.
Why don't you talk about the Yankees or the Mets?
Here, all right?
Yeah, good.
Whatever. Anyways, I just want to let all you fans out there know something. Stop trying to make the Red Sox thing happen. It's not going to happen, okay? I put a curse on them. They're not going to win the World Series. They probably won't even make it. They're going to lose every other game now to the Indians. Stop trying to make it happen. What do you think?
I really don't care. I really don't care one way or the other. I don't care.
Oh, okay.
I would just like this show to move on because the fact that you've gone from wrestling into baseball so quickly it does not bode well for the rest of this show, whatever you want to call it.
Run the ropes. It's time to run the ropes. It's when I go over the top stories in the world of professional wrestling and educate this knucklehead Boston bad boy as I do it.
You know, usually this turns into just all the reality TV that you like to watch during the week. It's not even about wrestling anymore.
What's wrong with reality TV?
Because you are a fan of reality TV. You're not a fan of wrestling. And I said it before, and I stand by that.
What does that mean? Did you ever think
it means
in your life, what does that even mean?
You like lady drama instead of wrestling. You like you don't like the sport of it. You just like to watch them, like the Kardashian aspect of it. You watch those reality shows, and that's what your favorite part of wrestling is, the catty behind-the-scenes stuff.
It's a soap opera. Wrestling is a soap opera in its basic form. So what? So what?
Yeah, but it also has, like, the guys beating each other up, men and women beating each other up. Yeah. That should be the fun aspect of it.
I like that, too.
No.
I like good times.
No.
Huh?
You like nothing.
Whatever. New NXT signings. So listen to this, Boston bad boy.
What?
Punishment Martinez, who's supposed to be, a really big-time indie wrestler. Chelsea Green, who was part of Tough Enough, which was a reality show. I know how you like that. And Mia Yim. They all got signed by WWE NXT. It's a pretty big deal.
Well.
Pretty big deal.
Why?
Well, Mia Yim is a name that, she was a former TNA Impact Women's Champion.
Mm-hmm. And
she's considered a big deal. She's a great wrestler. Has an interesting look. I think she's half Korean and half Black American.
Okay.
So, this is a crossover star here.
Mm-hmm.
You have Chelsea Green, who was part of Tough Enough. So she was recruited on the reality show. She didn't win.
Mm-hmm.
She made her bones on the indie scene in an Impact, and now they just signed her, brought her back. So she seasoned herself. She learned how to wrestle.
All right.
And the company brought her back. So she should do pretty well. And this Punishment Martinez guy, he's trained a lot of people on the scene. So the idea is, if you're on the indies and you start training the next generation, if you make it to the big time, you can bring all your trainees to wrestle with you. You have partners to dance with.
Well, look at that.
That's pretty smart.
It is and it isn't.
What do you mean by
Because
that?
It really is just, again, more likely than not, one of Vince's machinations to get his finger in to dismantle the indie scene. Because if he can lock them all into these contracts, which we know is one step short of locking them into a death contract.
Oh, boy.
He'll do it.
Why are you doing that?
Because what most of these people, you'll know as they start taking in big numbers of people, they're not all going to make it. But they're going to be locked into these endless internal, where they won't be able to go find work elsewhere.
Why are you doing this?
I'm not doing it. Why is your friend Vince McMahon doing it? That's
you
the question.
couldn't go literally a minute without saying something negative about Vince.
I went several minutes. I mean, if I'm looking at the clock right now, we're 9 minutes into this, and this is the first time I've said something about Vince McMahon. It won't be the last, but it is the first.
Well, just so you know, he's listened to the show, and he's not a fan of you. Rest in peace. That's right, folks. Unfortunately, I'm here to report the passing of Dirty Dick Slater. One of the greatest names in the history of
Absolutely.
pro wrestling. Dirty Dick Slater, famous for collecting on the bounty that Harley Race put on Ric Flair's head.
Wow.
So Harley Race had a briefcase full of money. He
Yep.
said anybody who can break Ric Flair's neck, they can get the money.
Broke
Dick
his
Slater
neck.
went out there and did his best.
Well,
pretty
got the
crazy,
money.
right? He got the money. But he was a great wrestler, great character, interesting guy, rough and tumble. People loved him.
Unlike you. All characteristics you don't have. You're not rough and tumble. You're not likable. People don't like you.
Give me a break.
And no one will miss you when you're
I
gone.
am the Dirty Dick Slater of the podcast game. All right? So, rest in peace, Dickie Slater. We're thinking about you, bro. Happy birthday to a legend. Baron von Raschke. That's another great name.
Another
in
great
wrestling.
name.
You know what I mean? And he had the claw.
That's right.
The claw where you squeeze your head, squeeze your temples, and what have you.
Yeah.
It's his birthday.
Wow.
See? Look
What'd
at
you get him?
that. Ooh.
Yeah, nothing. Same thing you can get everybody. Yeah, let me clue you in if you're listening to the show. He gets nobody anything. It's all about him.
Well, shout out to Baron von Raschke. I've appreciated you through the years. You're a great man. You scared me when I was a kid, but I was thoroughly entertained. So, happy birthday.
He scares easily.
Mm-hmm. Ronda Rousey has a problem.
Yeah. She's got a few.
Yeah. So, and, you know,
First being she's an awful wrestler.
whatever.
But
Don't
secondly,
start that crap right
there's-
now.
there's more than
she's
that.
coming along just fine.
Yeah.
So, TMZ and People Magazine are covering this feud between Ronda Rousey and the Bella Twins.
Must be a slow news week.
Well, People Magazine is what surprised me because I don't think they realized that this was part of the whole WWE thing here.
They don't understand kayfabe is what you're
That's
saying?
what's going on here. She called them DNBs.
DNB.
Do nothing bitches.
Wow.
So they had to clean it up and call it Do Nothing Bellas because they
Who
realized
had to clean it up?
they had to go too far. Well, the company, because it's still a PG era. So they had to take the B word out and they just turn it
Really?
into
Because
Bellas.
you can say bitches on television.
Yeah, but they realized that this is not going to make all the headlines when you just keep using that word. So,
Well,
DNBs.
I mean, given how they treat women anyway, I mean, they might as well call them bitches.
All right, we're going to move on from that. But
No,
it's just
but we'll
interesting.
get more into that later.
All right, well, I don't want to do that. But mainstream media covering this is pretty cool.
Don't you mean the lamestream media?
What's wrong with you? So the headline for the Evolution pay-per-view is going to be Rousey versus Nikki Bella. That's going to headline the pay-per-view.
The question is, were you washing your silk panties when you were watching it on reality TV? Is that what you do?
They were
Do you
hanging
wash
up.
you hanging
They
them
were
up and
hanging
drying?
up.
Okay.
They were hanging up dry.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Do you have any other questions?
No. That's
Sure.
okay. Just wanted to know.
So I fully expect Ronda Rousey to destroy Nikki Bella because I can't stand Nikki Bella's face. I think she's not a very good wrestler, and her sister Brie is botchamania. So I want Ronda Rousey to just destroy them both and do it in quick order. So
Right,
shout out.
You're putting parameters on it.
Well, yeah, I don't want her to take her time. I want her to just get it done. Why
I don't
not?
think you're in a position to ask, to be quite honest.
Well, you're the one that's been very derogatory through the years on this show to Ronda Rousey.
Rightly so, I think.
I
think
don't know
we're
about
seeing
that.
it rightly
She would
so.
hurt you, just so you know.
She's hurting the business and hurting herself.
That's enough of that.
But that's okay.
Kevin Owens going to be out for a while. So Kevin Owens, you know, we reported last week that he was injured, quote unquote, by Bobby Lashley, and now it comes out he just had not one but 2 knee surgeries. He had surgery on both knees at the same time, basically.
Well, he's not taking care of himself.
Well, give me a break. He had this problem before he signed with the WWE. Then he signed and he realized, hey, I got to make this work. So for 4 years, he just deteriorated. So he got both knees done.
I got to say, my right knee's been hurting me a little bit, just from kicking your ass up and down all the time. Though.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what
Really?
it is.
Wow.
It's starting to hurt, and I think I might need a surgery. on
Okay,
it.
so
I'm
we
gonna,
call Vince and-
I'm going
and
to take
have
a
him-
couple of months off from the show just so
Yeah.
I can recover.
Yeah,
you
well,
know?
let me get your other knee so we can
Yeah.
keep you out for a little longer, jerk. NWA 70. That's right, folks. The 70th anniversary of the National Wrestling Alliance. It's going to be happening live this Sunday on Twitch. You'll be able to watch it. Our friend Jazz.
Watch it somewhere where no one can find it.
Well, it's on Twitch.
Watch it. What
Twitch.
the hell is that?
It's a website.
All right. What the hell is that?
They're known for wrestling content, but mostly for video game content. People go there to watch people play video games.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big deal.
Remember that time we watched you lose at video games?
That never happened.
That was very funny.
That never
Is Babam
happened.
on the line? Hang on. Let me
That
just
never
check and
happened.
see if Babam is
Don't
here.
bring his name
Hello,
up. That
Babam,
never
are
happened.
you here?
Anyways, the co-main event, our girl, Jazz, she's going to be defending
Yeah,
the
she was
NWA.
not your girl.
Yes, she is.
No.
The NWA, she sent me a tweet the other day, so I love you, Duke. The NWA Women's Championship.
She's been hitting the head a lot.
She'll hit you in the head a lot.
Yeah, well,
Listen,
some people pay for that.
Man, I saw it. I think I have a current picture of her. She's looking great. And let me tell you something. Penelope, whatever your name is, you're going to get destroyed by Jazz. Nobody likes you. Jazz is better than you, and all that good stuff there.
So you must know how that feels. Nobody likes you. People are better than you.
I just told you that Jazz says, I love you, Duke, on Twitter. She clearly, appreciates me.
There's a difference between liking you and having pity and saying something nice because no one else interacts with you on Twitter.
What are you talking about? I'm a pretty popular guy.
Just ask your mom. By the way, happy birthday to your mom.
Happy birthday to my mom.
I know that it was recent.
She wants to hurt you. I
No,
know I keep
she could never.
bringing this up.
She could never.
She wants to hurt you. She doesn't like you.
She is not going to listen. In this day and age, she cannot shoot an unarmed Wakandan citizen.
Who says she
okay?
want to shoot you?
She cannot do it. She can't get away with it.
She just wants to beat you. Look at that.
Yeah, that's right.
Jazz,
Yeah,
still a champ.
that's right.
She ain't no joke, man.
You couldn't handle that.
No, I would not. If Jazz told me to shut my face, I'm shutting my face. I'm not going to.
Oh, all right. So, Jazz, if there's any chance you're listening,
right,
please
that's
tell
enough for you.
Duke to shut his face.
Listen,
Thank
we
you.
expect Jazz
The
to
public
win.
service.
And wrestling world, you don't know what you're in for because she is about to run roughshod on everybody as she's been doing. And shout out to Simply Luscious, Jazz's favorite punching bag. That's right.
Where's that happening, by the way?
It's going to be on Twitch.
Where's the actual event, Dodo?
I don't know what the hell. I'm going to
Oh,
watch.
you know
it
it's
Twitch.
on. You know it's on Twitch. Some idiotic website no one's ever heard of, but you don't know where the actual event is.
I don't care. It's going to be on Twitch.
You know why? Because this is your mentality of liking reality TV. You don't care what's happening in the real world, just only what's on the screen in front of you.
Yeah.
Like a zombie.
Okay.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Everything.
Finally,
Smackdown 1000. That's right. The 1000th episode of Smackdown Live. Can you believe it's been 1,000 episodes, man?
I would say it's probably 980 episodes too many.
All right, that's enough of you. So the show started with Vince McMahon and Stephanie and Shane dancing with Carmella and R-Truth, which is pretty wild. That was a pretty interesting.
Was he dancing on a pile of money? Because that's all it's about.
Well,
for
he
him.
is a pile of money.
Yeah.
I mean, the man is he's a billionaire. What do you want him to do?
I don't know,
Batista.
have some spine, have some creativity, have some backbone.
Stop it right now.
Have some empathy.
Dave Batista, who's a big-time movie star now because he's part of that
I know who he is.
Guardians of the Galaxy franchise. He complained that he wasn't invited, and this event was in his hometown, right? So they said, all right, we're going to let you come. We're going to reform Evolution for one night. So it's Ric Flair, Randy Orton, Triple H, and Batista. That was the group, right? So they brought them back together for a reunion.
They danced Flair out there?
Oh, yeah, and he was being Ric Flair. So Batista, who might have been drunk, I don't know, he hijacks the show, basically. Like, they let him speak, and it was supposed to be, maybe like
He's a
minute.
big movie star now.
Well, he sat on the mic for a long time. He basically hijacked it. And at one point, he says to Ric Flair, and you, keep your pants on. And then he started walking around with the microphone thing, doing this in between his legs.
He saw the documentary.
I think he actually saw what was going on.
Do you think Rick's still hanging it out backstage at his age?
He could be.
I bet he would be.
What did Tony Schiavone said? Ric Flair has a baby's arm.
It's like a baby's arm holding an apple.
That's what he says. That's what Tony Schiavone said. Anyway, Batista challenged Triple H, said, you've beaten everybody but me, which I don't know what that was all about. So he's going to work himself into a match. They don't want to have anything to do with him.
It's called The Hustle, my friend.
It is. It is. Because, and they got a new movie coming out.
Who?
A new Guardians is going to be coming out.
Oh.
So Batista is being smart. He's going to hustle the WWE. The fans ate it up. So you have to do it now.
Right.
So this was really sharp of him.
He's an interesting guy because was he in the James Bond movie?
Yes.
Was he the bad guy in the James Bond movie?
Yes.
Because he looks him in the James Bond movie versus him in the Guardians of the Galaxy. He looks like 4 times the size in the James Bond movie.
Well,
he looks like a
he's
much
huge.
bigger guy.
He's huge.
In the Guardians of the Galaxy movie, he doesn't look that big.
He's still a big guy.
I know, but he doesn't look that big.
He's a big guy.
All right, just telling you.
So
He's almost 50.
yeah,
Wow.
and he's all muscle, man.
How old is The Rock? Around the same age or younger?
Rock's in his 40s. He's probably like 42, 43.
So he's got a long way to go for being a movie star.
Sure.
The Rock does.
Sure.
Batista's getting into it a little late, but
The Rock don't give a damn about being a movie star.
Here's the thing, though. The Rock started off in crummy movies. Batista's like, he's in a Marvel.
He
He's in.
He had paid dirt from the beginning, basically.
Super early.
The Rock owns his own production company.
Right.
Which he's doing big things in China right now, making all kinds of money.
China.
So The Rock doesn't care about being a movie star. He wants to own the whole shebang. Yeah. This guy's on another level with what he's doing here. You know what I mean?
I see, and I think it's come up before, but I see him running for political office at some point. The Rock.
He's a Republican, you know.
I don't care. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I see it happening. I'm not saying I don't say I want it. I don't want it. I'm just saying
people have tried to talk him into it, but I think he's
not
too smart for that. I think he's too smart for that.
Could be, but I also think he thinks he's too young for it.
Which I would agree with that.
I can see like mid-50s Rock.
Yeah. I think he's too smart for that. People got to remember, when you become a public figure, that's it.
People don't remember that,
They
though.
owe you.
People don't remember
true.
that.
They think they can still do the things that they were doing before, and you can't do that.
Bill Clinton.
Yeah, exactly. Well, exactly.
Can we talk about that for a minute?
Why? Why are we going to do this?
Just because I just want to say something.
Go ahead.
I just want to say something.
Go ahead. Just let it out.
How asinine. First of all, why are we talking to Hillary Clinton about Bill Clinton at this point? We all know what that marriage probably is like. Doesn't it? You know what I mean? Like, let's just, if we want to, we go to the source.
Yep.
Anyway, what her husband did was not an abuse of power. Now, she's not dumb, Hillary Clinton.
Mm-hmm.
She understands the difference between an assault and an abuse of power, I would hope.
I hope.
I don't think that Bill Clinton sexually assaulted Monica Lewinsky. I think it was two adults doing what they do. However, I believe there was some element of coercion.
Okay.
Meaning, boy, if I look where I am, I caught up in the whole whirlwind. Point being, if I happen to be sitting in that office, I could do whatever I wanted to do.
Sure.
90% of the way because of where I'm at.
Sure.
Whereas right now, if I want to get laid, I've got to use my wits and my stunning good looks.
So you
That's
have
it.
No chance.
I have no.
You have no chance.
I'm getting laid right now. You don't even know it.
Good. Thank God. Jesus.
Point being, I think it was a ridiculous thing to say.
Yeah, she didn't make any sense. I don't know where that came. Listen, I'm just going to say this real quick since you brought it up. Leave Monica Lewinsky alone, everybody. Yeah. And especially, you know who pisses me off about this? There's a lot of women out there in particular.
Yep.
Who piss me off with this stuff because they keep looking at her like she did something wrong.
Well, is it not the ultimate victim blaming?
Sure. And these are the same people.
And there really is no victim, though.
No. Well, there is a victim. The most powerful person in the world is the President of the United States.
Correct.
They can press one button and destroy entire nations.
Yes. Millions of lives.
If that person wants something, do you really have a chance to say no?
Again, yeah, you're caught up in the whole thing.
I don't think you can say no to the president.
Let me tell you this. If I'm sitting in that office with the president,
yep,
and they came at me with that proposal,
yep,
you're going to feel the same way. Even though I'm not going to have sex with the guy,
yeah,
I'm going to feel the weight of the office.
You probably are going to feel like I'm probably going to die right now.
Exactly.
Yes.
There's going to be some element of something's going to go very bad for me
if I don't do what this person
If I don't do this person
Sure.
wants.
So in that relation, I think it was a sexual assault. I don't think she had the opportunity to turn him down. I think she had to go along with it in order to live. And I know people are going to say, well, come on, what are you talking about? But I need you to take a step back and think about
So
who the president is.
are you saying when she says it was consensual?
But she took that back, you know.
Did she?
So she said that in the moment.
Okay, so you said since then.
Since then. So now.
She has
last
said,
year she said, now that I've thought about it.
And understand what the whole
and
dynamic
understand what it is.
Well, in that case. And again, it's on her to tell us what she thinks.
Yeah.
It's on her to say whether she was assaulted or not.
No, I feel bad for that woman.
Oh, yeah.
I feel very bad for that woman.
Talk about not only being taken advantage of.
Sure.
But then just smeared.
Yep. You work so hard, and it's not easy to become an intern, especially in Washington, right?
Right.
You work so hard to make it to that level, and somebody takes advantage of you and uses their influence to really.
And you decide you're not going to play the game.
Sure.
Now you're out.
It comes out and all this thing, her whole
And
life.
in the end, he gets the blowjob and he ruins her life.
Yeah.
He gets both.
And he's still looked upon as some kind of hero.
That's the thing that's really strange. And here's the thing: if you happen to be someone who is a center or progressive,
Sure.
immediately you're a defender of Clinton.
Yeah, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, looking back, there's good and bad. That's a pretty big bad.
That's pretty big bad. And he had a lot of bad. Had some good, but he had a lot of bad.
But his bad does not justify bad on the other side.
No.
And that's what the whole thing is always revolving around.
Yep.
His moral whatever.
Hmm.
Do you think that case should have gone to criminal? In other words, is that a criminal investigation? If in the moment she says, no, it was consensual, and he's why? And he says, that was consensual, and I may have used my influence a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
She liked to sit in the old.
All right, enough of the voice. Enough of the voice.
Just because it's so good. Do you think there should have been a criminal investigation, not of him in the way that it was done,
Yeah.
but like thinking of it as an assault? 30 years from now,
Yeah.
will that be investigated as an assault?
I think it has
when
to
it
be.
happens.
I think it has to be. You, again, the most powerful person in the world.
Right.
Can you say no to them? And what are the consequences of saying no to them?
Right.
So that's it.
That's it.
There's really not much more to it.
Well, it
than
translates right down the fucking line
Sure,
to
sure.
women at work.
Yeah.
Women in the workplace.
Yeah.
Where men say to them, their bosses say, they grab their ass at a company party or, want to flirt with them, and they say, okay, yeah, it's okay. Because what's the alternative here?
Yeah.
My life's misery now?
Yeah.
I got to find a new place to live. I got to work. I got to this and that.
So you already have that problem that exists.
Right.
Now you amp it up with.
Well, here's the thing. Now does it become, okay, I can't grab him by the you-know-what. Can't physically grab him. But it's not an assault if I didn't do that. In other words, I'm off the hook if I just flirt with them. You know what I mean? Harassment isn't treated as harassment is not the. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like a loophole. Harassment's a loophole.
Sure.
Because you're still exerting that control. It's weird.
Well, all I know is Hillary had no business trying to take another dig at Monica Lewinsky. Leave that woman alone.
You want to know how she becomes president of the United States, by the way?
How?
Hillary?
How?
Divorce that mother effer. And say, you know what he did was wrong. I don't stick by people who treat women like that.
Too late.
No, that's what should have been
Sure,
happened.
that's what should have happened.
That's what should happen.
Sure.
You want me to be with you?
Sure.
You're not even with you.
Sure.
You're not even with you.
Yeah.
How am I going to be with you?
Yeah.
Which is what Kanye should have said, by the way, instead of what Kanye actually said.
That's a whole other issue there.
Anyway, what the hell were we talking about? Is the show over yet?
Stop it. You've heard what I think. Now, what do you think? Do you agree with me? Do you think I'm a jerk? Maybe something in between? Head over to Facebook.
Always a
Head over to
jerk.
Twitter. Type in Duke Loves Rasslin and let me know. Don't be smart. Up next, well, we got...
Would you even know it if I was smart? You're not even smart enough to know.
Get the hell
You're not
out
even
of
on my level.
Listen, we got something from the mailbag that we're going to play, which is a special message to John Cena.
Don't talk about my mailbag.
I'm going to talk about it. We'll be back.
This is former WWE superstar Al Snow and magician to the blind. You're listening to Duke Loves Rasslin.
All right, Boston Bad Boy. We have a special message from Middle Kingdom Wrestling China's Big Sam. He's the champion over there. And, he has a little feud going on with John Cena.
Everybody has a feud going on with John Cena.
Oh, sure. Cena's in China right now.
Yeah.
And Sam's been calling him out.
Is it about his hair plugs?
Don't talk about John Cena's hair. We're not going to do that. He's a local boy. We want to show him some support.
He's a local boy.
Yeah, we can, listen.
Marky Mark's a local boy, and he's convicted of a hate crime.
You have a UK-born Chinese citizen trying to call out our American hero. Why don't you show some pride and defend John Cena?
Why would I do that?
I don't know. Because he's from Massachusetts.
Listen, the British have done a lot of wrong in their life, but I can't hold him accountable.
Stop it. You know what? Play the clip. Let's hear it. Wow. Okay.
There it is. I like this guy.
I don't like this guy.
You know that when I did my genealogy test, I came back as 52% Great Britain.
Look at that.
And Northern Ireland.
That's why I don't like
Wales
you, because you're related
Scotland.
to people like Big Sam who threaten me.
Big Sam and I are honorary brothers.
Oh.
So I think what we should do is we should reenact the Boston Tea Party. Okay?
Yeah? Throw you
we'll go
in
to
the-
No, I'm going to throw you.
Oh.
I'm going to throw you in the water. I'm going to have him throw you in the water as a little bit of payback.
Let me tell you something, Big Sam. You could not catch me if you wanted to. So you can throw your little idle threats around all you want, but I can see you coming a mile away, pal, and I'm not afraid. I will sue you. Okay.
I don't think you can sue people in England. So he doesn't even know what that means.
Damn it. All right. Well, I'll find a way. I'll talk to the Queen.
Hey, this is Daniel Richards, the progressive liberal. I want you to remember to vote Democrat, turn this country around, continue listening to one of the best out there, the Duke Loves Rasslin podcast.
All right, Boston bad boy.
I like how the show's moving along, I got to tell you.
Well, you know, we gotta talk about this since you were giving me a hard time online about it.
Mm-hmm.
So, Ronda Rousey,
Yep.
she said that Nikki Bella, the only doors that she's knocking down are the doors to John Cena's bedroom. And some fans took that as the WWE going for low-hanging fruit, being sexist with this storyline. Instead of treating these women like regular athletes who just have a problem, want to fight each other, they have to bring in these other elements in here.
That's what people want, though.
And that's what
people want.
So,
Blame yourselves.
oh,
Blame yourselves, fans,
wow.
subhuman fans.
I'm surprised at you. Huh.
First of all, I'm not justifying you liking all this baloney because you take it hook,
That's
line,
what
and
I want.
sinker.
Yeah, that's what I want. I thought you were on my
I'm
side.
blaming you.
Oh, okay.
And you, as the fan,
Huh.
you idiots want this stuff. So, of course, they're going to spoon feed it to you. Yeah, it's low-hanging fruit because you're not smart enough to process anything more sophisticated.
Wow.
You're not ready to have women just be women and have their own feuds. You're not ready to respect women enough to not have an event in Saudi Arabia. Let's talk about that.
Oh, boy.
Let's talk about that
Don't
instead
go
of reality
there.
TV.
Don't go there. Stop that.
Hey, thank God Trump said that the reporter might be dead. Thank God he said that today. He admitted that this guy might. What did they send him? His head in an effing box? Is that how he made him think that?
All right. Come on now.
The WWE doesn't respect women, A, which makes it easy for them to give you the low-hanging fruit, B, because it's easy for you to consume because you're a bunch of dodos who don't want anything better than that.
Yeah, but I think that you have to provide something interesting for people to consume. So
Yeah, but they don't want to put the effort into writing interesting storylines, coming up with new gimmicks, coming up with better stuff.
This is a real
You have a
thing.
bunch of people who go by their own names. They don't have gimmicks.
Okay.
They have stupid, just mundane names. So what can you have them do? Stupid, mundane shit. It's like a game of The Sims.
Stop
It's
it.
just boring stuff.
Ronda Rousey for years has been saying that she doesn't like women who are like Nikki Bella.
I thought she likes women.
No, she likes women, but she likes women who are like her, who go out and accomplish these great things by beating people
You mean
up
go out and
doing
lose
these
consistently and then
things.
switch
She's
genres?
lost 2 matches. Stop it.
Listen, what have you done for me lately? She lost 2 matches so
Well,
badly that
she's-
she had to switch career paths.
She's a Hall of Famer.
So you in this Hall of Fame
She's a
stuff
Hall
like
of
it
Famer.
means anything.
It means everything. She's
It
a Hall
means
of
nothing.
Famer, so that means she's one of the
I'm
greatest
pretty
of
sure
all time.
McDonald's has a Hall of Fame for sandwiches that are no longer on the menu. I mean, that's what a Hall of Fame means.
Going on right now. Anyways, I don't have a problem with the storyline because I think that you have to find something compelling. And the men have storylines.
They haven't found a compelling
Listen,
thing.
Samoa Joe said that AJ Styles' family can call him daddy. So what's the difference here?
Listen, the difference is we've lost the fun cartoon aspect of wrestling. With the women, they could have brought some of that fun and flair and pomp and circumstance back, but they're just punting it. You just said everybody's AJ. None of this is thrilling. None of this is going to draw anybody in. When you were a little kid, what draws you in is Ric Flair with his big personality. All these guys with their costumes and get-ups and gimmicks.
Sure.
That's what draws you in.
Sure.
Their biggest target market, really. Getting the kids through the door.
Mm-hmm.
They've turned this into like milk toast. And so when you give them when you have developed characters who are milk toast, you give them stupid things to do, like
Ronda
argue
Rousey's not
amongst
milk
themselves.
toast. Ronda Rousey's not milk
Oh, absolutely.
toast. She's very interesting.
She's new milk toast. She's
very
nouveau
interesting.
milk toast.
And you know what? She gets mainstream attention.
And that's the only reason she's there.
Okay. That's
No,
the
from
best
a
reason to have.
business percent.
But that's the
no,
best.
because it's not the best for the fans. Because all you idiots just like low-hanging fruit, and it's just more of that, which is just going to cause this thing to go pew.
You're going to tell me that women don't say negative things to each other when they fight?
What does it have to do with anything, though?
The
You're
only
the one
reason why-
talking about saying that they shouldn't be bringing up their feuds with their husbands and whatever.
No, I'm saying some of the fans took issue with it. I never said I don't take issue with it. I think it makes sense.
Because you're an idiot.
Hold on a second here. I think it makes sense. They have to have a storyline.
Yeah, no, they should have a better storyline.
No, you insult each other. That's what happens. That's what you do.
Yeah, but you need to insult each other. You can't have these great over-the-top insults. That's why you have these stupid promos. You play a Ric Flair promo that goes on for 38 seconds, right? And it's just hysterical, and it's interesting, and it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she said, open the door. What she did, it's like they're doing one-liners.
No,
it's
no.
It's stupid.
What would Ric Flair say?
And lazy.
What would Ric Flair say? I'm going to beat you up, and I'm going to take your girlfriend home and make her go woo, woo, woo.
Yeah, but he would do it in such a way that it was interesting and funny.
Oh, I think it's
These people
interesting.
just say it's either bad writing. I think it's a combination of bad writing, bad management, bad acting, bad athletics. The whole thing is bad.
Stop it right
It's a mess.
I don't agree with you.
It's a mess, and people like you support it. You're willing to take what's given to you, and that's what you get. You're going to get consistently, it's diminishing returns.
Ronda Rousey, I support you in saying whatever the hell you want about Nikki Bella because it needs to be said.
You know, you're making it personal.
Okay.
Remember what Michael Corleone said?
What?
This isn't personal. It's business.
Whatever.
It's business.
Take it away, Tony Schiavone.
I knew it was you, Fredo. You broke my heart.
This is Tony Schiavone, and we're desperately out of time on Duke Loves Wrestling.